What's going on, everybody? We're back with another story time video. Woohoo! And this is gonna be a fun one, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, get started. Alright, so maybe 2 weekends ago, I was having a sleepover with my homie who is Cometix in that one video that we collabed on. He's my homie. We were just chilling, and I heard this ice cream truck, like that faint little jingle outside. I just heard it going doo doo doo. I don't even know what an ice cream truck sounds like, so I'm just gonna go doo doo doo, and we're like, oh my gosh, there's ice cream outside. So we hear the ice cream truck and we just book it outside, just like absolute savages, just triple backflip, dive out the window, 360 no scope that glass, dive out, triple backflip onto the road to find the ice cream truck. So I run out without any shoes on because I'm a little gangster, and I turn to the left and I see the ice cream truck driving down the road. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is it. This is what we gotta do. So I'm like, all right, Ryan, you go, and you're gonna go track down the ice cream truck and stop it while I go get the money. And he's like, okay. And he grabs my skateboard and he goes after it. So I run back inside my house. I go back up and I grab my money and I come back out the front door. And he's gone, obviously, because he went after the ice cream truck. So I take the time to get my shoes on, grab my bike, and go down. And about 2 blocks away, I do find them, and they're by our neighborhood pool, and there's this whole group of people surrounding it. And by the time I eventually get there, because I saw them at the end of a long straightaway, all the people are gone except for Ryan, and he's just chilling there, waiting. And the guy inside, it was not really what I was expecting. Normally, when you get something like fast food, you're expecting like a teenager, a high schooler, just needs like, a little extra cash to be serving you. But no, this was like a 90-year-old man just like in this thing. Like, I'm surprised he wasn't dead. Like, he was old, and he was kind of frightening. Like, he looked like he hasn't showered in 9 months, and each of those 9 months was a year, and each of those years was 10 years. He was an interesting old man, and we were still gonna buy ice cream because we ain't no quitters. We gotta get our ice cream. We need our frozen calcium. So I walk up to him, and Ryan's like, "Yo, I've been waiting here. Do you got the money?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I pull out $10 that I grabbed. He's like, "Cool, cool, cool." So we walk up to it and we go into the side of his thing. And while we're walking over there, the thing starts rolling. Okay, the ice cream truck, it starts rolling forward and it goes into the middle of the intersection. So I found this a little weird. One thing you might want to know is that my neighborhood is in a grid, so that's why it was like that, like end the long straight. Yeah, you get it. And he like rolls into the middle of this intersection while we're walking up to it, and I'm like, bro, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta roll into the intersection? I just kind of look at him like, oh my gosh. So we kind of walk up to him, and I immediately know this is gonna be fun. So he sticks his face out the window, and I can already tell he's way too energetic. He's like, hey kids, what's up? You guys want to buy some sick cool ice cream? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy some ice cream. So I start looking down at the menu, and he's like, hey, what do you want? Come on, you're holding up the line. Dude, we were the only people there to like chill out, and I'm like, I'll take and he's like, okay, one, coming up. And he goes into the back, and he doesn't grab anything, and then comes back out, and it's like, that will be $1. And I'm like, what? He's like, that's $1. And I'm like, no, I ain't paying you. And he's like, oh, fine enough. That's not radical though. And I'm like, yeah, it's not radical. So yeah, we're still looking at the menu, and I'm very picky when it comes to my ice cream. Like they got the frozen strawberry cream cake, all that good stuff, like all that good stuff. The strawberry cream cake. They also got the cookie cake. Just cake, anything with cake. That's good ice cream. And I'm still looking at the menu, and I can tell he's starting to get a little impatient. So I'm just like, hey, Talon. Ryan. I didn't say his name. Ryan. I didn't say his real name. Ryan. But you can choose some. I'm just gotta look at the menu a little bit more. So he's like, okay, I'll have a bomb pop. He's like, okay. So he goes back, grabs a bomb pop. I give him the $10, and he's like, okay, thank you. Is that all? And I'm like, no, I gotta buy some. He's like, okay, fair enough. So I continue looking at the thing for maybe like 3 minutes, and eventually this other group of people starts coming up, and they walk up behind us, and there's like this group of like older kids, like teenagers, and then there's this little girl, like maybe 5 years old, and her little brother who's maybe like 4. So we're still buying our ice cream, and I eventually decide that I'm gonna go with the cookie cream, the cookie cream sandwich. So I buy it. It's $5. So that means I got $9 left. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty nice. So he hands me about a dollar and change. I get it. He's like, all right, have a radical time. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of just walk over away from it. And I just want to observe how he interacts with these kids. So the teenagers go up to order, and he's doing the same thing with charging them for the and that kind of stuff. He's just being a super cool hip dude. Okay, so yeah, he's being super hip and trendy and like saying stuff like YOLO a lot, and we're just observing. So they get like one ice cream each. Nothing out of the normal. They like get their bomb pops or their ice cream cones or whatever they bought. I can't even remember. It's not important. And then the little girl goes up. And she goes up and she whips out like $40 in cash and buys like 9 ice creams. Okay, her arms were stuffed. She's like walking back to her house, arms full of ice cream, and I'm like, bruh, why you buy so many ice creams? So me and my friend Ryan, we're kind of trolls. So I'm like, oh my gosh, she got 9, and she's like, actually it's 10, and then she does a finger snap thing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you got 9. I mean 10. That's good. So yeah, she got very angry at us for saying that she had 9 when she actually had 10. Okay, so don't make that mistake. Don't tell a 5-year-old girl that she has 9 when she actually has 10, because she will yeehaw you with the finger snap. So yeah, that was an interesting experience, I think, to myself, and I just continue eating my ice cream. It was hot outside, it's Tennessee, so it was gonna be burning up. So we just continue eating our ice creams and watching this. Now it starts to slow down. The guy's still sitting there in the middle of the intersection. Like the one car has tried to go past, and they just kind of finagled their way around him, and he didn't move at all. So eventually, we're just like, oh my gosh, this is boring. So I started to turn away, and the ice cream truck starts moving. And Ryan comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey man, I think I've got an idea. What if we follow around the ice cream truck?" And I'm like, "Yo, this is a dope idea. I don't see any problems or how this could go badly at all." So I hop on my bike. He's got it, and Ryan hops on a skateboard. Because that's what we had. And yeah, it was pretty good. We just like followed him around, and I thought that it would be funny if we brought my other friend, which was coming down, who we're gonna be calling John. John's his name. Yeah, so he thought it would be funny if, hey, what if I got my friend John, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing? And he's like, yo, that would be funny. So I'm like, okay, you keep following it. I'll go get the money. So I run back to my house, grab $5. Now I have $6 in my pocket. I bike back down, and I get there, and nobody's there, The ice cream truck, nope. Ryan, nope. No one's there. And I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird. So I just continue, like, looking around for him. I bike up and then around the block and then down and then across and then by the pool and then back up and then all the way across the neighborhood. And I can't find him anywhere. Eventually, I'm just biking around. It's very hot out. I'm sweating a lot. And I hear the faintest amounts of ice cream truck music. I just hear ice cream truck music in the distance. It's like, doo, 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 doo. And I'm like, yo, that's the ice cream truck. So I get on my phone and I try and text Talon, who I've texted him before. Yeah, he didn't answer it. I don't know why. I don't know what he was doing, but he did not answer his phone. So I'm like, okay, I'll just follow the ice cream truck. He's probably still there following it. That was kind of a stupid move on my part. I mean, he has a skateboard and that's a car. How would you follow it? So yeah, I just kind of go over to the ice cream truck, and I'm like chasing it. I'm going fast. I'm going super speed, like speeding down towards it, and I'm almost there. Okay, I hear the sound getting larger, and I eventually come to it, and it's just speeding down the road. Like, what the heck was this guy doing? He's speeding down the road when I eventually reach him. Like, okay, so here's the picture. I'm coming up from the other side of the neighborhood, okay? And he's at the top of the neighborhood on the side. So he's on the far right side of my neighborhood at the top, and I'm at the bottom of the hill on the left side. And I'm coming up, and I just see this guy coming down the road, like, fast. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's he doing? So I go onto the sidewalk, and he starts to slow down, like, once he gets near me, and I think now's the perfect time to buy the ice cream. So I do. I buy the little ice cream. I go up to him, and I'm like, yo, give me it. And he's like, oh, I see you came back for a refill. And I'm like, no, I just wanted another ice cream for my friend. And he's like, okay, well, tell him I said hi. And I'm like, okay. I never told him my friend's name, so, he's just trying to be hip or trendy or something. I don't even know. And I just go behind him and start looking at this. Now, this was a pretty cringy ice cream, okay? It was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle with gumball eyes. It's going to be pretty strange. So I'm just waiting there, and he starts driving again, and I start following him. And as I'm biking behind him, I think, man, I really have to find Talon. Little did I know that I would be out here for hours. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video because I'm going to split this into 2 parts because it is actually pretty long. So this one is going to be called The Crazy Ice Cream Man, and the next one is going to be called Chasing the Crazy Ice Cream Man. So, I think we'll have a little fun with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.